We are going to start things off with the male heroes, and there's no better place to start than with Malcolm Freeberg. Put it on paper, lock it in, Malcolm is 100% locked for this season. He may be getting a little older with some gray hairs, but after a disappointing performance in Game Changers, I think we can all agree that he needs to come back and play Survivor one more time.
The third Survivor experience was disappointing.
He was on the OG. We need Benjamin, Coach on our screen one more time. And screw it, let's go full circle and turn him into a hero. Jeff Probst has gone on record stating he never understood the hate for Coach, and placing him on the heroes tribe might motivate him to play the noble and honest game that he's always dreamt about.
There's never been somebody like me out here, and there's never going to be anybody like me again. I did noble things out here, and I look ignoble.
So far, we have reps from Season 18 and Season 25. This tribe desperately needs some new school blood in it. Let's give Nasir from Survivor 41 the call to return. From being as confused as a goat on AstroTurf, being a beast in challenges, to literally learning English through Survivor, this heroic story writes itself.
Jeff, I am as confused as a goat on AstroTurf.
This is our first random casting choice and first winner on our list, and I want to place Judd Bereza, better known as Fabio, on the Heroes tribe. Fellow Survivor YouTuber Snuffed absolutely loves the game this guy played, and I think he would be a dark horse to come through and win Survivor again. Survivor Nicaragua is 12 years old at this point, making Fabio much older and wiser, but at the same time he would still be insanely underrated.
Fabio, what are you doing right now?
I'm getting on the pedestal, Jeff.
What were you doing?
Using the restroom.
To round out the field of male heroes, give me Christian Hibiki from Survivor David vs. Goliath. The Survivor Wiki describes this guy as being a neurotic castaway whose funny personality and general likability earned him many friends and allies in the pre-merge, but turned him into a dangerous threat to win the game. It's only a matter of time before Christian comes back for real, and I think this is the perfect season to do it.
Hey, Probst, I'm starting to look at this as a different kind of opportunity, Jeff. You're kind of my captive audience. Do you know what a Reuben sandwich is, Jeff? You know what a macaron is, Jeff?
Someone wise once said, villains have more fun. Actually, that person is Abby Maria Gomez, making her the first female villain on our list. If Abby played Survivor before the first Heroes vs. Villains aired, she would have been an easy lock for that season. Much like Malcolm and Christian, Abby is one of those players that you need to include on this list.
I found the 4th hidden immunity idol, so I'm gonna play it, and I don't think I'm gonna go home tonight.
The list of female villains might be one of the most iconic in Survivor. Like, take a look back and appreciate what the original cast looked like. Want to know what that group of players could have used a little bit more of? Chaos Cast. And the beauty of casting Cass in a season like this is we truly have no idea what we're going to get. Will she turn to her villainous ways, or will she be the reformed Cass who wanted to learn how to make friends?
I was a bit of a troublemaker my season.
Good luck.
Chaos Cass. Well, she lives somewhere deep within me.
Viewer, hey viewer, awesome viewer watching this video. Can I have your like? Can you please like this video? In all seriousness, Angelina from Survivor David vs. Goliath needs to come back. I could have picked anyone from that amazing season, but I decided to stick with Angelina and Christian.
So the tribe was wondering if you were open to a negotiation regarding rice.
Rounding out our list of players from Survivor 41, let's bring back Chantel Smith. If you don't like her, boom, easy person to root against. But from a gameplay point of view, I'm really curious if she would learn from her mistakes. It's obvious she had the mind of a strong Survivor player, but the problem with Shan is that she always needed to be in full control, and I just don't see that happening with a group of players this strong.
I have a soundtrack that I hum in my head when I'm up to evil. Like, literally, I have a soundtrack that I hum.
The only 4-time player on this cast, one of the only winners on this cast, and one of the only players from the OG Heroes vs. Villains on this cast. We need to see Parvati Shallow play Survivor one last time. Let's be honest for a second, we did not get to see enough of Parvati in Winners at War, and for that reason alone, she makes it here on this list.
I have played the game of Survivor for 114 days. I don't know if that makes me crazy.
Moving right from the female villains to the female heroes, let's start things off with Denise Stapley from Survivor Philippines and Winners at War. She has already won the game, but what makes Denise such an interesting pick in this position is the diversity in her gameplay. In Philippines, we see the classic hero mom archetype, but Winners at War gave us a little bit of flair with her queen slaying double idol play. To put the cherry on top, what would make the fans most excited would be her return with Malcolm on the Heroes tribe.
8th person voted out of Survivor Winners at War. Sandra.
Jerry Manthe was the first villainess of Survivor. It can't be understated how much people hated Jerry. But then something magical happened. She transformed from this villain into a hero. So screw it, put Jerry on the heroes tribe, make it feel poetic, and let's get those awkward Jerry and Coach moments to return.
I've never in a million years would think about coming out on Survivor and actually being interested in somebody. But Jerry and I, we had a little connection.
Unlike Jerry, who started as a villain and turned into a hero, Wentworth started as a nobody and turned into a hero, becoming a household Survivor name in Second Chances, only to not be given a fair shot in the edge of extinction. I think Kelly is not only a must-have hero on this cast, but also someone who deserves another second chance. 4th time's the charm.
You know what, Jeff? I may be on the bottom, but I'm not ready to go home yet.
Oh my God.
No way.
It's a rite of passage for every all-star season of Survivor to have a couple head-scratching picks. Wentworth once went through it, and Victoria Bauman from Edge of Extinction will go through it as well. I believe Victoria is a strong player that we just didn't get to see as the edit gave her a backseat. Should she be a hero or a villain? I don't know. I'm putting her down as a hero, and I think she would have a huge shot to win.
Kind of willing to put my vote wherever if it keeps me in the game. If I feel like I need to betray an alliance to move myself one step farther in the game, I'm gonna do it.
The last female on this list is Elaine Stott from Island of the Idols. In fact, I don't think you can do a tribe of heroes and take yourself seriously if you don't include Elaine on that list. This girl was so likable in her season that she was seen as a big threat to win simply out of her likability. Survivor hero, hands down.
I've been different my whole life, and I got picked on a lot. So I use humor to deflect. I make them laugh. That way they're laughing with me and not at me.
Anyway, starting things off for our villain males, we have Tony Vlachos, better known as the King of Survivor. Tony's performance in Winners at War is the definition of the most extraordinary Survivor game of all time.
Oh, man! Fans of football, they wait all year to see the Super Bowl in the end. Fans of Survivor have been waiting 20 years to see Winners at War.
I debated putting him as a hero or a villain, but lock it in, final answer, Rick Devens is coming back on the villain's tribe. I think the strongest Survivor personalities to watch are the ones that you aren't sure if they are considered a hero or a villain. Rick Devens understands that Survivor's a TV show first and just wants to have fun.
I was already going home. You just want to make me look stupid? My kids think I'm an idiot. I would like to play this hidden immunity idol for myself. You guys are gems.
Our next pick is 100% a villain, Dominic Abate from Survivor Ghost Island. Dom cut his competition at the knees while laughing about it. Players like Dom, Rick Devens, and Christian are such fan favorites from the past couple of seasons that if they were placed in a random season like Survivor Game Changers, there is no chance they would perform well, which is why they need to come back for a season just like this.
My pockets are loaded, and I'm prepared to just break out my pockets. Enough is enough already. I mean, I got gear. I got merchandise, all right?
Think of this as the better version of bringing back Francesca and Philip in Survivor Caramoan, but let's bring back Chris Noble as a villain and force him and Dom to be on the same tribe.
Whatever you want to call it started day one.
Absolutely.
And it's unfortunate because I think the three of us especially could have really put our heads together.
The final pick to complete this, dare I say, perfect Heroes vs. Villains 2 Dreamcast is Russell Hantz. More than anything else, I want to see if Russell still has it, and honestly, I don't think he does. His back-to-back seasons was a magic in a bottle that just can't be repeated if any of the players saw his first game. Do you agree with my list? Let me know in the comments down below what your dream Heroes vs. Villains 2 cast looks like, and click right here for the complete history of the hidden immunity idol.